Welcome back to the EGL Gears Open. My name is Tony and I'm here with Fru and Darko this time round. And we just had a pretty good series between Bittersweet and Aerox. Bittersweet comfortably advancing through on that one. But, we'll just brush over that because we've got a great game coming up here. It is going to be Fable Sentinel taking on Regal Reserve. It's going to be a really interesting game. Like, we've had a lot of games today where there's a couple where we're like, oh, we're not too sure which way it's going to go, and then it's been sort of one-sided, which can sometimes what happens at the beginning of tournaments where you've got the highest seeds going up against the lower seeds. It just tends to happen. This one of our first winner semi-finals. It's going to be a great game for.
Yeah, it's going to be a fantastic game. Both these teams have been doing fantastic work online recently. Pretty much always in that top 4 in the 2Ks, and also. These two teams are in the top 4 at Sheffield as well. So, yeah, fantastic matchup for a semi-final.
Yeah, I agree with Fru. It's going to be a very exciting one. Fable Sentinel, they've just played Horizon. We saw Horizon in that first matchup beat the Frenchies. And it was a very close game. It was a 7-4, 7-5. So this Fable Sentinel potentially looking a little bit worse than what maybe is expected from them. I think Regal Reserve, are going to take a lot of advantage from that. 100%. This is going to be a very exciting one from me.
And it's something I know we were talking about beforehand that this has been a matchup that's come up in the 2Ks quite often, but it has obviously been online, so it's a little bit different between these two. But Regal Reserve have taken out the last 2 times, if I'm correct.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Regal have actually been the strongest squad online as of recent, and they match up really well into Supremacy. I think Regal are a very, very strong team, and they have pretty much been up there, with the top 4. But this last month, leading from from Sheffield up to now, they've just come on leaps and bounds. They're doing really well.
I mean, what's the story behind the sunglasses? Can I ask?
He's cool.
I actually think, to be honest with you, it's something medical. I don't.
Well, that's fair then. That's okay.
I don't actually think that he's wearing those just to make a statement. I honestly think that there's something medical behind that story. So, although if I'm wrong and he is just looking, just trying to look stylish, then he's doing a very good job because with the hair he looks.
If it was you to bring us back to being sensible, I can't actually believe that's just happening.
Is this an alternate universe?
Guys, listen, I can't be sensible when I want to be, all right?
No, he's got a medical condition.
He's got a medical condition, guys, okay? Listen, no, but honestly, I think I spoke to them at Sheffield. I think it was the night out after the Sunday, and I spoke to a couple of them, and I said, what's up with the sunglasses? What's the dealio? Yeah? And they were like, it's medical. I think it's something to do with the light or something. He wears them to photosens. Is it photosens? I don't know.
Photo.
What's the terminology?
Photosensitive.
He's sensitive to light.
Photosensitive, that's it. Yeah, there we go.
Words.
Words.
Well, there we go.
Dictionary. Again, I'm getting one, okay?
Anyway, either way, outside of the sunglasses conversation, where do we think this game is going to go? Are we leaning one way? Because it's a real-time matchup. It's the biggest one of the day so far, indefinitely. Yeah. I mean, we're going to go in the pick and bans now, which might let you make a decision a bit easier. Fable Sentinel, going to ban out Harbour. Reclaimed goes from Regal Reserve. Sentinel pick Dam. Foundation picked by Regal Reserve. Sentinel ban. Forge Blitz. Regal Reserve ban Lift, meaning we're going to be playing Impact again last map if we get there. So Dam and Foundation coming up first and second. Any thoughts behind that before we talk about Impact?
Well, I think I said this in Sheffield as well. Fable Sentinel, Supremacy, AK Supremacy. They are a very good, strong team fire team. They work well as a unit, as a 5. Yeah. They always lancer for each other, and obviously we know that Dam is a map that sometimes, in most cases, relies on that. So I think that map is a good pick for Fable Sentinel. I think that's one of their strongest maps. Regal Reserve, Foundation. I haven't had the chance to see them on Foundation as of yet, but from the last event, from what I saw in Sheffield, obviously I know they've had a roster change. They were very strong, so I think this is going to be, from looking at those those pick and bans, I think that it's probably going to be a 2-1. I'm not going to.
Which way?
See, Chris. Okay, I'm going to say 2-1. Regal Reserve. Our Mystic Meg is saying Regal Reserve in my mind.
Gets one prediction right.
Yeah, I'm an absolute genius. Okay.
Where 2 teams can win. I predicted one.
Yeah, exactly. It's 50-50. It's
No, I disagree. I think Supremacy. I think they're going to win it. I'm actually going to go Supremacy 2-0. I like the picks and bans that we just saw. Harbour's gone, and that's a real strong map for Regal. Dam, Supremacy, Fable Sentinel, sorry now. They've played this a lot. And then the next map is Foundation, which, Fable Sentinel can play that. They know how to play Foundation really well. I can quite easily see this being 2-0 supremacy.
Where do you see the game being won and lost by these two teams then? Does it come down to the 1Vs, or do you think it's just a case of one's teamwork will work out better?
For me, it's a case of who catches fire first. If Regal get a lead, by all means, they may come into this. But Supremacy have been to LAN, you know, Fable,
It's okay,
Sentinel.
everyone knows who you mean.
They've been to LAN, you know, for years now. We're looking at almost a decade for some of the players, and they're just so experienced. I don't see them choking as such. It's just a case of don't let Regal catch fire.
I agree. I think this game is, fundamentally, this game is a game that relies heavily on momentum anyway. So I think that if Regal Reserve can build a little bit of momentum, I think it's going to be like the Horizon Frenchies. You know, we didn't expect Horizon to come out and catch fire like they did, but I think it may be a similar scenario that we don't expect Regal Reserve to catch fire, and they do. And I think that they do win a lot of the, you know, the shotgun fights, the 2v2s, the 3v3s in key positions, and Regal gives something Fable Sentinel to think about, definitely.
Well, we are going to be loading into this game right now. It is going to be Fable Sentinel against Regal Reserve. It's our first winners bracket semi-final. Fruit and Darko, please take it away.
Well, thank you very much, Chris. We're excited to get underway here, Elliot, aren't we? And we do see the fly-through coming in right now. Down escalation, going to be the game type. We're going to see the Regal Reserve on the COG team. We're going to see Fable Sentinel on the Swarm, and things are going to kick off nicely as we head towards the first fight.
It's a party that involves Regal Reserve and Fable Sentinel. Let's see who gets better, who gets drunker faster.
Let's find out. It looks like Swift.
I don't know what that
Swift's
analogy
on the
was,
floor
but it's
already.
good. So Exus takes out Zorkos, Strikers takes out Dysix, and Exus get the kill on Strike as well. That's a great two-piece from him there. And I told you, look, hit Regal Reserve catching fire straight away in this first round, and this is what we want to see if Regal Reserve are going to have a chance of beating this Fable Sentinel. That's a good start, a good statement to make, and if they get this COG domination, then I do think this could be Regal's round. Potentially, it's all up to Zorkos, but he can't seem to find a kill.
They've got the touch though, El. They've got the
touch there. But again, see, look at this Regal Reserve putting pressure again on Fable Sentinels. They're not backing down. They're going to look to come into this pretty quickly. But Fable Sentinel, good defense, and now we're going to see them push back, and Fable Sentinel are going to have to do something to try and get some position on the map.
That's where a lesser team would have faltered there. Fable Sentinel, they are just going right up to the wire with that break. They had 1 second left, I think 3 times in a row, but they managed to get the touch every single time. Really well played by them. And yeah, now Sentinel, they're looking strong. That said, Dysix has found the flank and he's looking for his double kill. He does actually get the double kill, and out of nowhere, Dysix is just ripped a hole.
He's not having anything, Dysix, man. He's going off, and look at this. Look at the hype you see on the camera now. Regal Reserve take round 1. Now it's early days, and we've said this before many times, but that is such a good place to start, isn't it, for Regal Reserve?
A quad in the first round to win,
Dysix.
Just like that. Dysix out of nowhere. I know it's early doors, but if this is anything indicative of what the map's going to be, well, yeah, we're probably going to need to change a casters halfway through, to be honest with you.
I think I've got Toby on standby. Do not worry. But here we go, round 2. Nothing too crazy put down, and I think it's just going to be a similar scenario. This mid. In fact, it's been crossed off.
Nothing too crazy at all.
I apologise. But no, I think this fight here in the B ring is going to be very, very important. Let's see what happens, and then there's Swift. He takes down Zorkos already. That's a great first kill, and now you see Regal Reserve just slowly moving into B. Gracefully. What can they do? They need to work as a team. They need to hunt as a pack, and good team fire here from Fable Sentinel. Well played from them to make sure they don't get this B completely. And now we see SYBBB. BBBBBB.
That's it.
And Chris takes down 2, and now he gets taken down by Swift. Great reaction shot there, and Dysix takes down Chris as well. And this is back and forth. Definitely what we expected. Definitely what we expected.
There we go. Physics with the heads-up play there. Knew his team was coming to clean up that down, and advantage Supremacy for the advantage Sentinel for just, you know, the slight second or two while Regal are on respawn.
I don't want to say anything too soon here, but this is definitely starting to become an EGL Sheffield Supremacy to Lucent. And obviously, Alex, if you were there on that map, that was very, very hyped, very, very fast, and this is exactly what this is turning into be, and I'm loving it so far.
Yeah, it was indeed. It's pretty much, yeah, Exuth against this lineup always brings the fire, and now it looks like Sentinel, they're looking for their own domination. Regal have managed to get the overextension though. They've managed to loop around the back of Sentinel. And It is, it's going to be there. Zorkos, real heads-up play. He's going to look for his double kill. Can he match what Dazix did last time? Not just now. Exuth says no, but Chris has managed to get revive. He's back with his team as well. There's going to be revives coming in. If nothing but a meat shield for Baghdad, as Baghdad takes out Swift and Physics drops Shadows.
That's it.
We're back and forth, Elliot. It's 1-1 now.
I love this. I love this. I love seeing this from both these teams. I love seeing the fast play, the clinicalness. I love seeing the pressure on each other's home hills, and great play there by Fable to shut that down at the last minute. I think that Zorkos with the little sneaky play, just almost like a little mouse waiting to pounce on some cheese. He definitely did and got the kill, and now we're seeing a 1-1 in this first map.
That's it. With shades of Dazix from the previous round. We are going to see Boltox placed. Not the biggest of weapons just now, but definitely plenty of players that can use this to their advantage.
Definitely.
Who do you want to jump on board with this round?
I want to jump on board with Exuths. We saw a lot from that man back in Sheffield, and I'd love to see him translate that into this event. If he comes out and catches fire, we already seen before in Sheffield that he can really make things happen. And
that's it.
Oh, I thought he was going to trade out.
He does trade out. We're gonna just there's an update just on the bottom there for any viewers at home. Prismatic have eliminated Frenchie from the EGL Open. That was a map 3, and it went pretty far into that map 3 as well. So good showing there from Prismatic. Anyway, back into this action.
Loving the fast pace here. Dicetz picks up Zorkos. And now Strikers needs to get out there sharpish, and he does well to hit him over the cover.
Oh, Strikers, that was beautiful.
He gets the 2-piece as well. Now he's looking for the 3rd. If he does this, they're going to regain position on B.
He might
and
get
it will all be up to Strikers.
This could be it. This could be a quad, Elliot.
Oh,
he gets the
takes
3rd.
down him. And that's it. Fable Sentinel do get down B, and now they can just set up and regain position. Regal Reserve took a couple of kills there in that the first seconds of that map, but Fable Sentinel did a good job to get back into this third round.
Yep, that they did. And yeah, for as strong as Regal started, it looks like Sentinel are catching up now. Chris has just got a double kill over in the background, and Strikers is going to look for this domination. He knows there's someone hiding in bricks. Real heads-up play not to get caught out there. Does get a bit of a slicing shot there as Regal are desperately trying to keep their home hill, but I don't think it's going to be enough. Fable Sentinel looking to close out their second round of the map already.
Well, if you want fast gears, ladies and gentlemen, you are getting just that. We've seen 3 trip cap dominations in the space of about 5 minutes. So this is what we like to see. We love to see this hype. We love to see this fast play, and these two teams are definitely delivering that for us at the moment. So be interesting to see what Regal put down here. Maybe give Exuths an M-bar.
I'm hoping for that M-bar pick. I think maybe some incendiaries in the middle. Yep, there we go. Maybe some incendiaries in the middle first. Regal have done this quite often. They drop the incendiaries in the middle, and then they throw the big power weapon down the round afterwards if they lose. It's just something they do. I'm not sure why they don't opt into just dropping that M-bar straight away, but let's see how this plays out, right? We've got the incendiaries in the middle, and we're on board with Strikers this round. He's topping the table for Fable Sentinel, 9 kills in his favor, most points in the game.
He's such a good individual, Strikers. He's proved that time and time again. He's such a great player with his shotgun, and
he just gets better every event as well, right?
Yeah, he does, and obviously it's great to see, and it's definitely good signs for this Fable Sentinel team. They need someone to come out. They need a saviour.
That they do, and doesn't look to be Baghdad or Zorkos. They're taken out on the other end of the map. Incendiaries did go in favor of Regal, Fable, sorry.
But look at the rotations here from Regal. They are opting for the home hill rotations, the home hill setup, and we know this Fable Sentinel side. Look at the crossplay there. Swift should be going down, and he does get taken down. But here we go, Shadows. Hello there.
Shadows just get a big kill there.
Popping through the post box. Shadows there. Love that.
Yeah, that was good. Exuth is looking for his second kill. Smart play there, but Isaac's kind of left out to die, and Exuth looking for his triple, does not get it. Chris does though, and Chris is looking for another.
He is. He's hungry, Chris. I know we've been talking about Strikers, but so far he's been taking some crucial 1v1s and 1v2s.
Chris is a veteran of the game. Chris has been around for so long, and he knows exactly what his game plan is. He's always been a super strong member of whichever squad he's been in. And he just he's such a heads-up player, right? He always knows his position. He knows what he needs to do next, and he's always playing his life. That's one thing I really like about watching him play. He plays his life so well. Yeah,
and I think as well that since he's been on the Supremacy side as well, sorry, Fable Sentinel side, apologies, he's just gotten better.
Yeah.
Literally just gotten better. So I think we're going to slow it down now. Fable Sentinel, they're just going to set up on this B hill. Regal are going to have to try and push this, but they're going to need to do it. They're going to need to be coordinated to do it. Fable, we know, very good team when it comes to setups and holding position. But this is bad times for Zorkos. That's a questionable decision, but BBB does have his back, but he goes down. That's now 3 members of Supremacy. Fable Sentinel down. It's so hard. I'm very, very confused. That's now 3 members down from this Fable Sentinel side, and now we see Regal. They're going to take position on the home hill, and they are going to have a trip cap domination here. Is this going to be 2-2? Zorkos, I think, recognizes that it is, and that is Regal Reserves round 2-2.
Yep, that was it. No one off spawn in time, and Regal tying things up there.
How
really
quickly did they do that? I didn't even know it was happening.
I know, just a couple of kills, right? Just a couple of kills. They opened up the map, they snuck through, and that was it. They had the incense in hand as well for the defense, so really well played. Now, what do Fable Sentinel place here? They're looking at the double spawns. Are we going to see hammer bursts? Hammer bursts are going to drop. Not the most influential weapon. Good for some long-range fire. Maybe that's their game plan, right? Put the long-range weapons down. We can kind of split the fight. We don't want to be in those. Well, they don't want to be in those, you know, nasty shotgun fights. Put the hammer burst down. You can play from a little bit further apart.
Yeah, I don't think anything. I think given the nature of this series, this map so far, I don't think anyone needs to put anything too crazy down. They are matching each other blow for blows, and we are seeing a lot of shotgun fights go in each other's favour. That's a great shot there by Zeus.
Zeus.
He's turning up, maybe. Let's hope.
Yeah, that's it. And he's got the incense in hand now. Supremacy do seem to be slaying up, but the one incense goes in. It just clips the top of the pillar there and doesn't find his target. Chris, he's stuck between so many flames. It's ridiculous, but just stay out with his life. He's going to get the cap in B. Careful, Chris. There's fire there.
I don't think he knows. No, I'm sure he does know, but
no, he does.
He knows that there's a cap there, and now Fable Sentinel are trip capping, and it goes to 1 second.
1 member drops, 2 members drops. The cap's going to come back in. There is Regal in there, but Shadows falls as well, and I think this is going to be it. It is Fable Sentinel up 3-2 now.
Round for round throughs. I love it. It's very, very exciting so far, and I'm struggling to keep up, to be honest with you. I am. But no, again, you know, Regal Reserve, as soon as those 3 kills, 4 kills go down, both these teams are just overly aggressive in those situations, and we're seeing that no one's scared to try, no one's scared to be a little bit over-aggressive on each other's home hills, which is great to see because it makes for great viewing. But
it does make for...
I think last round, you know, we're looking, you know, this is the last round before the ring rotations. They're going to put down a boom. I was literally just about to say, do they put something down big here? But they do. They put down a boom in the pit area. Now, this is going to get a little bit scrappy, Fruze. A little bit scrappy, in my opinion. Yeah,
I think you're right. I mean, is scrappy a good thing, though, when SY are slaying you out across the board? I'm not too sure.
Well, I don't think they are all the time, but yes, no, it's probably not a good idea. You know, Fable Sentinel was so good individually, so be interested to see what happens, and I think it is just going to be a get in as fast as you can and get that boom out as fast as you can.
That's it. Good smokes for Regal there.
Very good smokes.
The incense are going to come in, though. 2 kills do come in. Physics and Strikers. But Shadows has picked up a triple kill. Shadows coming in. He's going to look for his quad as well. Going to be in there with
Zorkos knows he's there.
I don't either. Zorkos is going to do well. Shadows 1 shot.
How's he not down?
Oh, Zorkos.
Well played to get out with his life there. I had no idea how he's not down so far, but, you know, Regal Reserve, they do have the boom, so objective completed. And now I think they're just going to kind of try and regain position, recuperate. They do have that boom, so I don't think they need to do anything too crazy at this moment in time. They are going to rotate to B, and Zorkos here is just on this baby stairs. He's going to have all the, you know, all the vision in the world to be able to call to his teammates exactly where they're going. And now BBB is just going to get involved.
Boom shot. Flunked a boom shot there. Only 1 boom shot remaining. He's going to reload that and try and get in there with his team. Difficult fight this actually to use the boom shot in. Everything's so close quarters. Flunked 2 boom shots now. I mean, it happened, El, but I think he got a lot of damage down, which it did lead to a kill in the end. But yeah, you kind of want to clean those Gibbs up straight away, right? Zeus, though, back and forth on these pillars. He's putting a hell of a lot of damage down, really showing why this trade was worth it for him.
Well played there, well played there. And Dragons does pick up Strikers as well, and it is so back and forth, but we are seeing 4, well, there was 4 Supremacy members, Fable Sentinel members down, and now we're seeing Regal Reserve are just going to set up on this B and C hill, so they're going to need to hold strong, but they do need to remember as well, Alex, that the boom is going to be respawning up in a minute or so's time, so it's going to be interesting to see how they rotate. Dragons does go down, and now Fable Sentinel are just going to overload this B hill and try and take these 1v1s, these 2v2s. Zeus is in a bad position here. He gets taken down by BBB.
That's it, someone is decap. This was the last fight really before teams are going to start rotating over to that boom shot area. Incendiaries are going to be up slightly before that as well because they got picked earlier. So teams will be looking to rotate there. We see Swift falling. I would imagine Baghdad, oh, he's been taken out, so Baghdad's not going to be doing anything. I would have imagined Baghdad trying to flank round and get some control on Incendiaries, which I think will be SY's next move. And they'll use those Incendiaries to then go and take the boom shot, I think.
Surely
there we go.
Surely so.
Zorkos picks up the Incendiaries and he's going to rotate them round.
Good rotation here from
the Incendiaries,
Sentinel.
for me, need to be thrown around the edge of that pit. If you can throw the Incendiaries around the edge of that pit, that said, just front the shot
there from Dragons.
But here we go. SY slaying it out. Sentinel, he's going to drop as well.
Surely.
Big B button coming out from Chris, gives him the uppercut.
Well, now we just, I mean...
this is going to be boom shot though, right?
Yeah, I know, and that was such a good rotation there from Fable Sentinel to recognise that the boom was coming up and to now rotate to the boom with those instants. So I really like that from Fable Sentinel. They're showing, they're showing not just they're going to be aggressive in this match, but they're also going to play a good team game, and that's exactly what they're doing. And Dragons there misses PPP in the back, and again, that can't happen. He needs to take that down, but he doesn't. And now we're seeing Fable Sentinel 4-2 up in this first map. And it's exactly what I predicted, to be honest with you. I knew that Fable Sentinel were going to come out of this map and win this.
Oh, yeah?
My Mystic Meg.
Mystic Meg. Pretty sure Mystic Meg predicted Regal.
I said Regal were going to win the next 2 maps, okay?
All right, fair enough. I'll let you off.
No.
I'll let you off for now.
All right, now listen.
I want to cover something that we just saw Fable Sentinel do there. It was off screen, but really like the idea behind it is that they played for the Incense, they played for the boom shot, they picked up the boom shot, and instead of rotating the boom shot player around to this F hill to fight for that home hill, they left the boom shot player to go fight the 1v1, which in essence should be a free 1v1 kill, and then they just overloaded the numbers at the home hill and just said, all right, we'll fight you 4v3, and our boom shot player can deal with the 1v1, which it got them the kill.
Great
and it secured them the domination. Yeah,
great play indeed. But here we see this typical fight in the E hill is on the Physics with a great upplay there. He was looking for the third, but he does get taken down by Swift. And now we see Regal Reserve with the E and D cap, but he's just getting lanced from all sorts of places. And 2 go down. 1 though. Dysix does a great job though to take down Strikers as he goes for the kill. And now Chris is in a bad position. He needs to get hop out. Swift is hungry for the kill though. He's chasing him all the way to the end of the earth. He does take it down, but he goes down as well, and it's back and forth now in this fight. Dragons takes down Physics, and he takes down Zorkos, and you're going to see them. They're going to have no fear and be a little bit aggressive and put pressure on Fable Sentinel's home hill. And now they go for the trip cap domination. Good play here from Regal Reserve. Can they make it count? I think they do. That is it.
They've locked that in. That all came from Strikers overextending over that platform. He dropped down into 3 shotguns. He was instant missed. And from there, Supremacy, Fable Sentinel always on the back foot. Dragons, he's not got many kills now, but he made the 2 that counted at the end there. Picked up a couple of kills, led his team to victory. Really well played by Regal, and
100%.
Yeah, they're still in it now. There's 4-3. If Fable Sentinel had won that round, different story. But from this, Regal can definitely still win.
Yeah, I think it's a great, it's a great round to win for Regal Reserve. Definitely, I think that now they're going to. We saw this, didn't we? We saw this back and forth between the old Supremacy side and Lucent in that loser bracket semi-finals. And as I said, I know I said it in round 2, but now it's round 7, and even more, it's solidified my thoughts. And this, it's looking like a bit of a same matchup between these two. But let's get straight back into the action with Swift taking down Zorkos, and he's looking for the second. Shots are being missed here in this platform. Who's going to come out the victor? Doing a great job to keep his life, but on the other end, Dysix is taking down 2. And
he's got 3.
But he does get taken down, and Strikers, and now Fable Sentinel are 4 down, and Regal Reserve are going to have no fear and just putting a little bit of pressure on Fable Sentinel's home hill. They do get that down, and that look, I think this is going to be Regal Reserve's.
They've got the touch, they've got the 3 kills. No. This is all Regal.
This is all Regal, and I can hear it from the main stage. They are screaming with every kill they get. Look at them. They're up in the air. They're trying to get hyped. They're trying to hype each other up. It's a great showing here from Regal Reserve so far. Brilliant.
That's it. Real good back-to-back Gears of War here. And Shadows, I was going to ask questions about his performance, but in the last 2 rounds, he's just picked up 10 kills. So yeah, I'll leave him out of it for now.
Yeah, well,
he really did lead the way there. Two back-to-back double kills, and 4,600 points to his name.
And really look at Exudes as well. Just to mention, Exudes is on 15 kills, 3 downs, and 162 time dead.
This is what happens when you give away your best Slayer.
It is. I think Team Delusa will be looking at themselves right now and thinking, oh my, please don't do it, Exuths.
Wow.
Please don't show us up, but we're going to get straight back into the action. BBB having none of it, and he takes down Shadows as Exuths takes down Chris. And now we're seeing Fable Sentinel come out a little bit more the victors. BBB is hungry for Exuths. Oh, what a shot there from BBB on Exuths, and what a great shot. Dragons now gets taken down, and now Fable have won this boom shot. Great showing by them. And I think now it's going to slow down. They're just going to take their time, get a little bit of position. They do have that boom shot. Again, they don't need to do anything too crazy. Just wait for Regal Reserve to try and force a push and use that boom shot when they do. So things are slowing down slightly.
Yep, they are. Let's just keep on board with Physics, see what he does with this boom shot. We're seeing him not do too much just now. They're holding 2-cap control. Zorkos just pick up 1 kill. Physics gonna come in with some pistol fire himself, and looks to be heating up as the boom shot gets taken out of the backpack.
I don't think he knew.
1 kill, 1 shot so far, and looking for his second. Is he going to support? Great choice there to pick out the pistol instead of using the boom shot. Going to save the boom shot, I think, for the retake. Maybe even use it to clean up this kill. Yep, there we go. See you later, Swift. Swiftly back to the respawn queue he goes.
I think you've used this a couple of times, Alex. I like that. I think I heard you. But no, good one. Yeah, I mean, Fable Sentinel did a great job there. Weren't too, they didn't panic with the boom shot. So Physics done a great job in holding that weapon and using it to the best of its abilities on the map. So great play there from that lad from Physics. And now Fable Sentinel 5-4 up. Will Regal Reserve come back and make this 5-5? I don't know. This is just looking like it could be that kind of game.
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Yeah, this is a scrap for sure. Boom shot's still on the map. What are we going to see here? This is Is it going to be Incens in the middle again? This is a it's kind of a Regal speciality. They like to place that down. They never really mix it up in that mid spot, which is kind of all right. At least you're keeping one thing constant, and then you can just play around the other pickups. Well, I thought it was the Boltox drop though. So
I thought it was very interesting. I don't think we picked up on it, but Fable Sentinel put that boom shot pretty early in this second rotation, so they're obviously quite confident. Similarly to the Fable.
It's as soon as you get Fable in your name, isn't it? It's like drop boom shot up here and fly it. We're going to be all right.
That's the kind of team they are. But look, here we go. Chris picks up Exuths. Dykesix again, it's round for round, it's battle for battle, it's shotgun bullet for shotgun bullet, and BOB's just trying to come in through the smoke, and he does take down one, but he gets taken down by Shadows, and Dykesix does take down Strikers as well.
Looks to be Regal.
It looks to be Regal in this particular scenario,
That's 5
yes.
dead.
That is 5 dead. All they need to do is pick up the boom and pick themselves a ring, but I don't think they're going to go for a trip cap. I don't think that's going to be the play. I think they're just going to hold this 2-cap and use this boom to, again, hold Fable once they try and make a push towards that pit area. So Dykesix on with the boom. And now they're just setting up on the platform area and pit area. I think they're just going to wait for Fable to make a push. Nothing needs to happen. The points are very close and very early at this stage, Alex. So we say that, but Exuth's just taken down Zorkos.
A lone push from Zorkos, really.
A lone push
Tried
from
to catch
Zorkos,
Exuths
indeed.
off
The
guard.
lone ranger.
There's the boom shot. Isaac's making good use of that. Going to look for his second kill. Obviously, we've got the benefit of X-ray vision. Isaac does manage to get the kill on Baghdad, but Baghdad trades out with Dragons in return, so...
I don't think they need to do anything too brash, but as I say that, Dykesix does get caught out by
dead
Chris.
from Regal.
I mean,
this is going to be a big push.
This is this is bad news for Regal. They need to, it's all up to this lad here in the E, and he gets taken down. I don't think they needed to do anything like that. Regal Reserve, probably a bad decision in my opinion. And now they're going to be in a disadvantage here with that boom spawning up. I think Fable Sentinel now are just going to set up and wait for the respawn. And Regal Reserve are probably going to find it quite difficult to break this setup. And look at the team fire there. Dragons gets taken down.
This is beautiful.
Exuths gets taken down as well. Brilliant team fire.
There's 1 kill. There's 2 kills.
Oh, this is brilliant here from Fable. I really love this.
This is going to be a trip cap if they carry on like this. Chris looking for the down, does get the down. He's got a guy lancering him in the back, but you don't have to worry because Baghdad is helping him out.
But I don't think you've just seen it on your screen, but Swift, I think, has made a pretty brash rotation, but he does get taken down by Zorkos, so he's on his heels, but maybe a questionable decision there from Regal Reserve. Why?
I would have liked to have seen them fly for the triple cap at the start. They had 5 dead, they had 2 boom shots, and Well, they had time.
They obviously, you look at the round before as well, Alex, and Fable Sentinel were in a very similar position with the fact that you had physics there with the boom, but they played it excellently. Gradually putting on the pressure on the home hill. But Regal Reserve obviously don't have maybe that capability to do it like Fable Sentinel. Is that going to be the difference in this matchup?
It may well be. It may well be. I think you're right. Fable Sentinel just an inch quicker to react on that, and well, we saw it there. From something that could have been a potential trip cap to being trip capped yourself. Maybe Regal will look at that and go, actually, next time we'll go. That said, Zorkos does get the boom shot out. Physics has picked up one. There's 2 kills, and this is looking great for Fable Sentinel right now. It's all on Dizix. That's 5 dead, and this is going to be a Fable map.
I think it is. That was a brilliant flank there from Chris. I don't think anyone had any eyes on him. Just swoops behind the player on the pillar. Swoops behind the other player, gives the other guy some jelly legs, and there you go. We see Fable Sentinel take map 1. But to be honest with you, I mean, that map probably took about 10 or 15 minutes.
Yeah, if that.
You don't normally see that. We haven't normally seen that so far in this event. So these 2 teams are obviously very ready to get very aggressive very early. It's great to see. Love it. But Fable Sentinel, forget all that. Fable Sentinel came out the victors, so
yeah, they did indeed.
Great map from them.
I'm actually really impressed with how Fable Sentinel played the end of that game. The beginning was obviously very, very close, very back and forth, but Sentinel, they kind of, they took what they had and they kind of went, well, let's put all our eggs in one basket for a second. That's what they did. They just